안녕하세요, 엉클준입니다. 이번 시간 엉클준과 함께 플레이해볼 게임은 The Monster Inside, 자신을 오디오 비주얼 노블이라고 소개하고 있습니다. 그냥 비주얼 노블이 아니고 오디오 비주얼 노블입니다. 랜덤 시드 게임, 랜덤 시드가 적용이 되었다고 합니다. 그렇다면 게임의 흐름이 저 시드 값에 따라서 랜덤하게 간다는 거죠. My head pounded, ear still ringing slightly. Some of the worst nightmare I had in years left me feeling like I'd been punched in the jaw. But just like any other day, I dragged myself to die office. There was another notice on the door from Mayor Bennett's office. Permits out of date. They didn't like me much and were trying to throw me paperwork. It was a slow month, weeks since I'd had any real case to work on. So I passed the time facing the office, smoking and staring at the mirror in the corner, safely covered with an old bed sheet. I don't dare look at my own reflection. I am too afraid of what I might see. Afraid someday I might have to face what I really am. The girl came in so quietly. Quiet, I nearly choked on my cigarette. Girl, Mister, please, you gotta help me, mister. Calm down now, sit and talk slow. Yeah, what can I help you with? You ever hear of ducking? Okay, thanks. It's just no one will. Just tell me your tales. I'm listening. She eyed me with just dash of suspicion as I tossed back a handful of pills and chased them with a swig of whiskey. I could tell this might take a while. Her name was Lily. She told me she was his mistress. The man all over the newspapers. The infamous banker, Mr. Reginald Farnsworth. Mr. Farnsworth was a drunk, philandering bastard, but this girl seemed genuinely concerned that he had recently gone missing. Less concerned about the fact that Mr. Farnsworth's wife had just turned up dead in Central Park 2 nights ago. Lily, you don't understand. He just couldn't have done it. He hates his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. Everyone thinks it was him and no one believed me. He gotta be in trouble. I ain't saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? Case looks pretty simple to me. Well, Mr. Jack, you can just call me Jack. Jack, whoever did that to his wife must have been the one who took him. He would have never left without me. He promised me. I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth promised his poor girl a lot of things. Lily, please, the cops won't listen to me and they wanna bring him in on charges. You gotta prove it wasn't him before they find him. Honestly, I doubt they are in too much of a hurry. Farnsworth had particularly the entire police force in his deep pockets. Probably why they haven't found much yet. If they found him and brought him in, it would be due to public pressure. Sometimes a mob with pitchforks is more dangerous than one man with money. You've got my curiosity, but you might not like what I find. I can help you. We will get to the bottom of it. Don't you worry now. Lily. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jack. Thank you. But please, be careful. I don't think this was just any murderer or kidnapper. I think it was a Lily, a beast. The word struck me funny, like when you jar your elbow on a hard corner. Not a word many use these days, except in hushed whispers and bedtime stories for children. Oh, they were real enough, alright. They just got better at hiding, controlling their unseemly urges, but I haven't seen any monsters in nearly 15 years, back when I was still a cop myself. 여러분 지금 엉클준과 함께 The Monster Inside를 플레이하고 있습니다. The Monster Inside played by 엉클준 게임TV. 구독과 좋아요 부탁해요. Subscribe, like, please. Well, that's definitely an interesting theory. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of it. Don't you worry now. Leave the detective worker to me. Let's not jump to conclusions here. Really? I just have a feeling about it. Something tells me you can get to the bottom of it. You're good at this sort of thing. Sure, can't you see how busy I am the cases? I replied a little too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strong suit. I reassured her some more and sent her on her way. I didn't want to scare her, but I warned her before she left to keep her doors locked and call me if she saw anything suspicious. I didn't know if she was in any danger herself, but better safe than sorry. That night, I made my way down to Central Park. It was a wrong shot, but maybe there was something there the cops had missed. Next chapter. The scene was already picked clean by the cops days ago, but I've got a knack of finding the things others overlook. A knack more of a symptom of a condition. Other less useful symptoms I kept in check, but for the time being, my keen sense of smell would come in handy. It was faint, but I could smell it before I even approached the police line. The scent was less of a thing and more of an emotion. Seduction. A strongly familiar smell. I expected the scent of trepidation or maybe even outright fear, but Mr. Farnsworth seemed to have been at the height of pleasure when she left this world. Brought new meaning to a crime of passion. Pushed the thought from my mind. It was time to get down to business. Investigate the scene. A burn mark on a nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my finger along its length and felt a chill down my spine. This wasn't just any burn mark. This was the mark of an ancient magic. It's a doubtful the cops would have picked up on it. Could really have been light. Something unnatural was at play here. But I was no stranger to the strange. Investigate the scene. Bloody footprints everywhere. Difficult to pick out anything from the prints the cops left behind in their gadget. But cops don't wear $2,000 pairs of carquinos. I looked like Mr. Farnsworth was there that night and walked away on his own 2 feet. After looking around for a while longer, I realized the park had given up all it was hiding from me. So I trudged back to my apartment and my head hit my pillow like it owed me money. Next chapter. The next morning, I was reeling from another bout of ghoulish nightmares, but I tried to hide my discomfort when I saw Lily was already sitting outside my office. She waited wordlessly as I unlocked the door and flipped down another notice from the mayor's office. I mentioned for her to step inside, seemingly afraid of what I might do. She finally worked up the courage to ask, "Lily, so what did you find?" "Well, I've got some good news. Farnsworth might still be alive. Not sure about this, but something unnatural was at play. Might be right to worry about the monsters. Found a sparse mark." "Really? Unnatural? How do you mean?" "A sparse mark rarely these days, but unmistakable. I can give you details, but I'm looking into it." "What does that mean? What about Lizzie? Do you know where he might be?" "Found this footprint. Seems like he got out of safely. There were signs he was at the scene and slipped away." My tone was indifferent toward her as I turned and grabbed a bottle from my desk drawer. A dryness in my throat made it difficult to swallow my meds. "But you don't know where yet. Do you think the news this morning is related?" "What news? Haven't you heard?" "Yeah, but maybe you should tell me what you know." Rough night followed by a rough morning. They found the police chief wife dead down by the docks. They say it happened last night. "Let me guess. Ship Amato is missing too." My face might have betrayed a hint of satisfaction as she confirmed my suspicions, but it faded quickly. Amato was a sweet cop and a sweet chief. He was half the reason the left the force, but now his wife was dead and I had more questions than I did the day before. The gear in my head started to spin, which wasn't helped by the splitting pain at my temple. I told Lily I needed time to walk, and she left slightly dejected, wanting more answers than I could provide. Then night after the cops had cleared out of the docks, I would slip down and see what I could uncover concerning Mr. Amato's untimely demise. Next chapter. The cold air smelled strongly of salt and oil, and could it be that smell again, like someone had buttered pure arousal and used it as perfume. It hit me like a long forgotten memory, but the sensual fumes song soon gave way to a rush of adrenaline. I knew exactly what the scent reminded me of, and that scared me more than that knowing. I looked down at my hands, shaking the nightmares, the headaches. No, I was better now, reformed. I had to focus, no jumping to conclusion, follow the evidence, investigate the scene. Red bionic cigarette, same city blend. I smoke every day. Everyone got their vice. Investigate the scene. There, just there, the smallest piece of purple fabric torn and cut in the splinter of a border. The police report didn't say anything about Mrs. Amato wearing purple, and it was certainly of a quality that you wouldn't expect down here. Don't see too many high society types around flaunting royal purple dress. I pulled out my own pack of red and lit up. I could already feel another headache coming on, but looking out, the cold helped me push down the uncomfortable thoughts that had been bubbling to the top of my brain. Next chapter. I honestly don't remember the walk back to the office. Apparently, I spent the night in my each chair. The air from the dock lingered on my clothes. I was still dark out. No, I checked the clock. How long had I been out? Had I really slept through the entire next day? A newspaper was sitting under the door. As I stood patching it, I nearly fell over. I waved over. Those hit me like a ton of bricks. I steadied myself and regained my composure. Before I even picked up the paper, I could already read the headline. Breaking mayor missing, wife found dead. 2 cases is a coincidence. 3 is a pattern. The cops would come asking questions. They knew I had a history of antagonizing all the victims. I stumbled to my desk and slammed back 3 days worth of inhibitor pills. I couldn't take my chances. I had to investigate the scene to be sure. I threw on my jacket and went to the door. Lily caught me up, guard on the other side. Jack, where are you up to? I've been trying to reach you all day. I'm sorry, Lily, but I don't have time to talk. I have to go. I've just been busy. I'm off to Mrs. Bennett's crime scene. Okay, but we need to talk when you get back. Stay safe. She gave me a soft kiss on the cheek as I rushed off. Part of me wanted to stay and tell her it would be okay, but it would be a lie. Next chapter. The alley was located just behind the high-rise apartments where Mayor Benetti and his wife lived. I could tell the police were spooked now. The crime scene was even sloppier than the last. They haven't even bothered to submit the trash into evidence. Investigate the scene. Why wouldn't they at least look through the dumpster? It seemed untouched. No one wants to do the dirt work. But I know how to find the good stuff. It really doesn't take long. If you know what to look for, lightweight bags usually mean someone was dumping documents. If you were lucky, they didn't bother to shred them. Jackpots, shell companies, shady stocks, trades, bribes. I knew Mayor Benetti was crooked, but this was unbelievable. And there was more letters between Mayor Benetti and the chief Amato talking about me, how they were trying to get me shut down. They didn't like me snooping around crime scenes all the time. Well, they weren't here to stop me snooping around this one. Investigate the scene. Bennett's car, if he is still alive, why wouldn't he have left in his car? It didn't make any sense. I honestly was too motivated to find him, but the stakes were too high, and my bet was edging toward the unthinkable. As I searched around for anything that might assuage my fears, I caught the scent again. It overwhelmed my other senses with undulating pleasure. It was intoxicating. A weapon used on the weak wield. A weapon I knew all too well, though it had been many years since I had used it. Was there another like me? Was I being trained? It wasn't possible as if I was taking my inhibitor. I was reformed. But the nightmares, the headache, the memory lapses. I couldn't even trust myself. I started walking back out the alley when something shiny caught my eyes. A watch, not just any watch though. My watch. How long had my wrist been bare? Surely I just dropped it when I first came down the alley. I checked the time just before I left the office, hadn't I? Or had I used the wall clock? I couldn't be sure. I couldn't be sure of anything, so I ran. Next chapter. I don't know why I ran back to the office. The cops would probably show up any minute to knock the door down and cart me away. They would put it together before long. Maybe it would be best for everyone if I simply faced my own reflection. But Lily was still there waiting for me. Jack, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. My own ghost come back to haunting me from the past. Lily, you're not making any sense. Jack, come sit down. You don't understand. You're not safe around me. It took a good last look at her as I prepared to shove her out the door. I noticed she was wearing the same thing she had when she first came to my office 3 days ago. A beautiful purple dress. Although that I hadn't really noticed before, but it made her seem out of place, out of time. And it was frayed around the edges, torn in places. My chair caught my paw as my knees failed me. It was you. You are the monster succubus. Oh Jack, we are one and the same. You and I, we are both monsters. I'm simply more honest with myself. There's no such thing as a reformation. Those pills you take only make you dull. Beasts like us should never suppress our true natures as you have incubus. Those men were probably dead too. Now I figured she probably took them to her lair and harvested their seed. So you've done all this just to wake me up. You could say that. Thought it seemed enough just to have you doubt yourself. You believe you were still capable of such horrors, which means deep down you probably are. You can escape it. Now I did you to complete the deed. You took my watch, messed with my head. Oh, don't act like I didn't do you a favor. Those men hated you and wanted you gone, and now they are gone. I mustered the strength to stand again, moving casually to the window by the corner. She was right about one thing. I was weak compared to her. If I refused her and she attacked me, I was a dead man. I had to keep her talking. I've never met a succubus who seduces and kills women. Oh please, such a 14th century stereotype. I don't discriminate when it comes to pleasure of the flesh. But I do still need a incubus like yourself to take the tainted seed I've harvested from those awful men and plant it among the fertile messes for me. I'm trying to training my lovers just to survive. I am ready to settle down and start a family. Ha! 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 That maniacal laughter. I positioned myself carefully, make sure she was looking my direction. Sorry, but I'm not your guy. With a quick flick of my wrist, I whipped the old bed sheet up of the corner mirror. Nearly was blinded by her own reflection and sucked into the mirror with a painful, monstrous scream trapped. Shielding my own eyes, I pulled a revolver from my desk side drawer, aimed it at the mirror, and fired. 엉클주는 여기까지 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 여러분 지금 엉클준과 함께 The Monster Inside를 함께 플레이하셨습니다. The Monster Inside played by Uncle Jun Game TV. 구독과 좋아요 부탁해요. Subscribe, like, please. 즐기세요.